What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Had some minor technical difficulties, so sorry for starting late. But basically, my screen was getting cut off here, and so I was only showing like the left side of my screen. And I found the issue. Pain in my ass. I don't know if you guys like Good and Plenty, but this shit is the bomb. What was I going to say? Oh, so really quick, I'm going to talk about something that we're going to hop into option setups for tomorrow. And when I say this, people might say it's for like, people might think it's into, why can't I English right now? People might think that I'm just trying to make money off of people, and honestly, I could give two shits. Like, that's not the reason why I'm going to mention this. But for people that are not in the mentor group that I'm doing, and I don't know if Evil Unicorn's in there or not. No, he's not. Anyway, Evil, since you're part of Shorty's Discord, if you're interested, you can join for free. Anybody else that's not in there, if you're interested, it's $100 one-time fee. But tonight, we're going to be going over a lot of stuff on psychology of trading. I don't know if Evil was live with me this morning. Dude, Corey, that stuff is bomb. Yeah, so I don't know if Evil was live with me this morning when I was trading, but I made a dumbass mistake this morning, and I'm going to use myself as an example of what not to do when you're trading. And you guys probably know for the most part, like I try to be transparent about myself, transparent about my trading, transparent about whatever, my learning, where I'm at. As far as like studying and learning and things like that. I am definitely far from perfect. Actually, me and my wife were talking about this morning because she heard me when I was live in Shorty's Discord, called out a trade. And then I did something stupid, which I'll share again tonight when we do the mentorship stuff. Oh, okay. Nachos Pop Shop. And I kind of just screwed myself. And so me and my wife were talking, and I was like, she thought I was upset because I don't want to say that I lost money, but I made money on the day, but I missed out on a really good trade because of just like being a freaking idiot. Like, it went exactly to my price target, and like everything was solid. It was a great trade. And I started doubting myself, and you never want to do that. And again, we'll get into this like really in depth tonight. But she thought I was mad, like because I lost money or something, which I don't know why her mind went there, because even when I do lose money, I don't get mad. I'm just like, that's part of trading. That's, part of what happens. But I was telling her, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in myself because I know better. But anyway, I'm going to be making an example out of myself tonight. Like always, I'm happy to call myself out. I always want to be the first person to call myself out, basically, because like if I let other people call me out, then it makes you look stupid. But if you're like, hey, look at me, I'm an idiot, and I know it, it's kind of like what Eminem says. What was that song in 8 Mile? Where he's like, I am white, my mama, just whatever. He was like going off on himself. And then he was like, okay, now what are you going to say about me? Like, I do go to private school or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Or no, I don't think he did go to private school. That was the dude he was singing about. But yeah, like he called out all of his own shit. And then basically your haters have nothing to say about you because you did it for them. But again, I don't do it so that people don't have anything to say about me. I just like to be transparent and want to, like, call out my own issues, kind of when they arise and when I see them. Anyway, with that said, let's hop into the option setups that I see for tomorrow. I'm a little bit worried they're not going to play out with this NVIDIA news. But what I'm looking at for tomorrow, we'll start with AVGO. Am I tripping? I am. It was Pan W. And I wrote down the wrong stock. Sorry, and I'm chewing in my mic a little bit. I apologize, everybody. Pan W, they might trigger this before the open, unfortunately, but I'm looking for puts below 171.56. First trim will be 170.08. Just so you guys know, Pan W generally has like really nasty spreads, but every time I've taken an option on it, I've never lost money due to the spreads. Second trim 168.02, third trim 162.67, and then close at 158.23. They actually ultimately want to come down here somewhere. Next one is going to be McDonald's. This could be good for people with smaller accounts. It's just a quick in and out. On McDonald's, we're looking for calls over 312.65, close at 313.76. That will be a day trade. Last one, PDD. So on this, I'm actually looking for lower, either bounce from here or break below, come back above, and then you would get in when we break back through. Okay. So for this, it would be a swing trade. Looking for 91.25. First trim 93.50. Second trim 95.22. Third trim 96.50. Close at 98.51. They actually want to go to like right around 101-ish. They might want to go higher, but this would be like my ultimate price target. So, yeah, that's what I've got for tomorrow. Excuse me. Let's get into SPY. Today was pretty crummy. On ES, I was short. God, this is like messy. Right here. Which I think is basically, I think it was this candle for you guys. Wait, no, that's Monday. I'm looking at 5 minutes on one and 30 minutes on the other. Yeah, so it was here. But your guys' entry short or for puts, excuse me, was right up here. And, we have this zone marked. And then I tell you guys, I don't speak about this very often, but basically every level you want like a 25-cent buffer on either side. I wouldn't, if anybody told me like, oh shoot, I missed it, like I was really waiting for them to tap the previous day value high, I would understand, because if I was trading SPY, there's a chance I would have missed this too, because it was so quick. They came up and didn't quite hit it and then started selling off pretty quickly. So if you didn't catch this, I would totally understand, but this was your trade for the day if you did catch it. None of our levels hit. Well, actually, sorry. This did kind of, as long as you've got that 25 cent buffer around the level, this one hit for short for puts. Okay. Tomorrow's probably going to be pretty wild. We're going to gap down, I'm assuming, with this NVIDIA news. But let's go ahead and chart everything up. Get rid of this. Also, just a heads up, I'm in a little bit of a hurry today. I have to leave at 7:30 Eastern time. My kid has, well, we were just at the gym. What am I doing? We were just at the gym for his intermediate adult jiu-jitsu class. And then tonight, we go back for adult striking. He doesn't like to do striking with kids. Which I can probably explain, but like when they tell you like strike and like come, straight down the pipe to where you're aiming at the person's face so they actually have to move, kids always punch off to the side so you don't have to like actually move your head. So he prefers to train striking with adults that actually will throw a punch right at your nose. So anyway, we go in for that class, and then right after that class, he has the advanced kids jiu-jitsu class, and then right after that, he has the advanced adult jiu-jitsu class. So, fairly busy day. TPO. I kind of already know, like TPO, we're going to have single prints at the bottom, single prints at the top. And that's pretty much it. But I just turn it on so you guys can see. A lot of times, like, you can tell just without even turning on the indicator, as you get more experienced or whatever. But I turn it on. Even when I know, I'll turn it on for your guys' sake so you can see if you don't see it without the indicator. Oh, shoot, we've already gapped huge. So that's no bueno. They did us dirty. We needed 59 before they did this. How much did they lose? It's like 1.5%. Okay. Let's first look at news tomorrow. So we've got some stuff an hour before the open. We've got some stuff 15 minutes after the open. So we're going to get some volatility, right? Like 15 minutes after the market opens. I accidentally smacked my camera earlier, and I'm trying to get it like to where my sexy ass is in frame. There we go. And I'm joking about the sexy ass part. It's cute, but not sexy. I wouldn't call it sexy. It's cute. Anyway, 15 minutes into the open, we've got news. 45 minutes into the open, news. Powell speaking, 10:30. It's going to be a wild ass day. And then after the close, we got some stuff. So a lot of news tomorrow. Wouldn't recommend trading until after the first 45 minutes. And then you want to, until after the first 15 minutes. And then you want to make sure that you're out of your trades before an hour into the open. All right. Let's go look at our big picture here. I was confused for a second there because I was like, I thought we closed below this line yesterday, and I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, okay. Apparently, I'm really easy to confuse. So this is bad for bulls. We had talked about this yesterday. Closing below this, whatever level this is, 39.78 is bearish. And we managed to open basically right at it, move up a little bit, and then sell off. And then again, closed below this. I would not be surprised if they're targeting this right now. Shorty actually mentioned during the day today, and I kind of shared it with everybody. I don't remember what level he said if we lose, but he said if we lose such and such level, we're going to 520. So hopefully you guys swung puts. So I think this is what they're trying to do right now. And then I also kind of talked about this on my... I kind of talk about this a lot, but news tends to line up, with what you're seeing with technical analysis. So, Shorty seeing them going to 520 and then bad news coming out on NVIDIA. Just no surprise. I think it was the same thing today, right? Here, wherever it is, 5 minutes. Right here, there was some kind of news. I don't remember what it was. I'm sure something to do with tariffs. And then we got the big sell-off. And it just happened to line up. I mean, it's not there anymore, but it was our previous day value area high. And that news just happened to line up with right when we're tapping previous day value area high on SPY. Coincidence, right? So yeah, anyway, I'm bearish based on this close. The only thing I'm not liking is this decreasing volume. We have decreasing volume day over day as price is, well, it was moving up and now it's moving down. And we kind of talked about this yesterday, like I would want to see decreasing volume up to this level. And then once we reject from it, you want to see an increase in volume, showing like that we have more selling pressure. I think, though, a lot of the selling probably came in after hours. And so we can't see that right now. But, yeah, so we probably have, probably already have like pretty significant volume on SPY's selling volume right now, but we'll have to see what things look like tomorrow. For me, it's a little bit harder to interpret with this. So basically, if we open below this, I would like a retest of it, enter short puts. And if I'm doing that as a day trade, I would be looking to close. Actually, I'm kind of hesitant to do this. I'm going to err on the side of... basically, what I was going to do is I was going to draw my line starting here. But I really feel like you guys should probably close at the top of this box anyway, 529.54. So I went a little bit higher just to be on the safe side. But there's a good chance that we bounce right here. We talk about this. This is resistance. Well, actually, if we extend this to the left, I don't know if I can do it here. Oh, no, it's a horizontal ray. So if we extend this to the left and then get the price level right, so resistance, 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 or resistance here, then we break through it, it becomes support. I would suspect the next time we come to here, it's going to be support. So again, I would probably close at 529.54 for a day trade. But if you're swinging, again, we're probably going to 520-ish. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking right now, everybody. I guess I should also say if we open above this, because right now they've just pushed up above. If we open above, come below, retest, we can look for puts, okay? I guess opening above and retesting, we can look for calls. Okay. That's pretty much all I'm interested in. I'm really bearish. So I'm leaning towards hopefully just getting a retest and entering puts, closing down here. Should be a big enough move, like 4 points, almost 5 points. Thank you, Nachos. Or Evil, whatever you want to go by. Corey, the news is on NVIDIA. Trump is banning them from selling their chips to China. So that was the news. Let me just go through the chat really quick. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If not, I think I'm done. I'm not, again, I almost didn't even put a bullish scenario on the chart, but I think that would be pretty naive of me. Really bearish though going into tomorrow, but we have to just kind of see what happens. And again, if I'm being, like as frank as I can be, this decreasing volume is bullish. Closing below this level is bearish. And so technically I should be kind of on the fence, and we could be, we could have another sideways day, but I'm really leaning bearish. And maybe I shouldn't even say that stuff, because I don't want you guys to go into tomorrow with with a direction in mind, if that makes sense. Whenever I trade, it doesn't matter what I'm seeing on the charts as far as I feel more bullish or more bearish. I never try to go into my trading day with some kind of bias in one direction or the other. I trade based off of what I see happening live in the moment. But looking at the big picture on SPY, overall things are looking bearish to me. But again, I will not go into tomorrow with with bearish sentiment, thinking we're just going to go down. Okay. I'm not sure why Netflix is going crazy. It could have to do with the news that Trump dropped on Nvidia, but I'm really not sure. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. We can draw SIGs right now. I'm just confirming that I'm right, and I am. But we can draw SIGs on the last 2 days. So let's just do that really quickly. For the people in the mentorship group, I'm actually really excited about the session we're going to do tonight. So, should be fun. I say this a lot. Our previous day POC and our first SIG are pretty much the same level. I would combine them if I was trading off of this chart, but I drew 2 separate levels that way in case people really want the accuracy of like 3 cents apart, then you have it. If not, then I would combine the 2 levels together. Me personally, I combine them. Oh, and another thing me and my wife were talking about today. She asked me, "Are you as good as Shorty?" I'm like, "Hell no." I think I'm almost as good as Shorty when I met him. But he's grown as a trader since I met him, and I've grown substantially as a trader since I met him. But with him growing, at the same rate that I've grown, he's still way ahead of me. Oh, also everybody, I just bought like a $4,000 fridge, so if you guys feel like sending money to help support the cause, I'm just joking. Don't send money. I'm playing. Anyway, the SIGs don't really change much of anything for me. I'm still looking for the same level for my entries. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll just call it a day. Let me save this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this in Keenan's, and then also just share my option setups. And then while I'm doing that, it gives you guys a chance to type anything out. We are doing PNW. McDonald's. PDD. What? Oh yeah, we're waiting for it to come down. I was like, why are we up here? Okay. Um, bro, Oliver. I mean, it does have a screen, and I did get like $1,200 in discounts. It's normally like, I want to say, thank you, Gigi, you're the boss. I want to say, what's it called? It's normally like $900 off, but since I'm a first responder, I get an extra $500 off. So it went from being like, I don't even know, 4,000 down to like 3,200, and then another 500 off of that down to 28, or it was like whatever, 32.99 down to 28. And then with tax it's like $3,000, but it's needed anyway. What's up, Jack? What's up, GG? What's up, David Ryan? What's up, B7? What's up, Corey? What's up, M Card? What's up, Say It Straight? What's up, Raven? What's up, Alan? I can't wait to hear what you think of that jerky, Corey. I think you're going to die inside, but you'll have to tell me. What's up, Triple G? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Sarah? Oh, Netflix has ER on Thursday? Okay. Yeah, Shorty. I'm reading Nacho's comment here. He said Shorty's too crazy. The way he explains and analyzes things is wild. I be glazing, not gonna lie. I'm with you. He's absolutely insane. Triple G, you are more than welcome to put your Modelo's in there. I just can't guarantee that they'll be there when you go to reach for one. They might be in my belly. What's up, Brandon? Big P, yes. If you get a 540 hertz monitor, it's faster frame rates, so you can see the candlesticks moving quicker without any blur, and it'll give you increased accuracy on your entries and exits. You can tell whoever, your spouse, significant other, whatever, what I just said as fact, even though it's total bullshit, to justify buying the monitor. Okay. Indicator for wee and woo. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Emily? What's up, Dwayne? Jared, don't lose big. Highly not recommended. What's up, Shelly? All right, so it doesn't look like we have any questions. I guess I'm going to call it a day. Give me some time to go hang out with my family. For the people that are in the options class, we will be going, options. For people that are in the mentor group, we'll be going off tonight. 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, like always, it'll be recorded. So, Say It Straight wants to know where I see ES going tonight. Bro, I don't know. It's going down. Why don't I? Oh, I'm doing the other ES. I love it when I do that. Yeah, this is your short entry. Unfortunately. So, if you miss this, this was your entry short somewhere in this range. I probably would have taken the retest of the single prints, but I wouldn't have got stopped out because my take profit level would be right. I mean, like, you could probably safely take here as a take profit level, but I would probably close right here personally, just because that's how I trade. And if we do this and do this and then do this, and I know my stop loss needs to be a little bit above the previous week POC, I'm still getting my 2-to-1, and they're going to hit this pretty quick here. Other than that, they're probably going to bounce here and do something. They might give you another entry short, and then they're probably going to bounce here. And then if they give you this, you probably want to grab longs at least for a little bit, because they're probably going to do, you know, one of these before they eventually come down to here. Something like that. Okay. If they retest this, you could probably hop back in short. It's a little bit sketchy because we have a poor high at the top, so they might break through and go higher. But it's also not terrible. I'll just say, like, maybe 50% of the time this will work, being short here. The other 50% of the time you're going higher. So you're basically rolling the dice on if it'll work out or not. But this retest was good. You're funny, you're Jamaican, baby. He's like, dude, because you only have 144 hertz. You need the 540 hertz monitor. And then you have less blur, and the candlesticks will move quicker, and it'll work. It helps. It's better. Brandon Brown, one day people are going to stop asking me this question, and I'm not trying to give you shit or a hard time, but I trade off of levels, right? So if I'm looking to be in puts at, or if I'm looking to be short 5,394 and 50 cents, if I change to a 1-day chart, 5,394 and 50 cents is still 5,395 and 50 cents. I think I said, I don't know, whatever. Point being, your levels don't change based on your time frame. And a lot of retail traders get hung up in like, oh, you should trade on this time frame and not that time frame, and da 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 da. And what it is basically you have like a lot of people that will teach stuff on the internet about trading, and they don't have a freaking clue what they're talking about. So they'll start teaching you stupid things like, oh, you should be on this time frame and not that time frame, and da 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 da. The only time that time frame matters is when you're looking for setups, right? So if I'm wanting to look for swing trades, I should probably be on a 4-hour chart looking for resistance and support levels to figure out where to take swing trades from. If I'm day trading, then I probably want to be on something like a 30-minute chart to figure out support and resistance for my day trades. But when I'm actually trading, the time frame is irrelevant, because your levels don't change. Your levels are going to be the same level no matter what time frame you're on. I like to trade on 5 minutes just as a personal preference, because my favorite setup is like breaking above a level, having 3 5-minute candles close above, and 3 5 can I should say a minimum of 3 5-minute candles. It could be more. And after I have 3 on the retest, I would enter long or enter calls. And then the inverse of this would be break below a level, 3 5-minute candles or more, retest, enter short or enter puts. The reason I like 5 minutes is it's really easy for me to count 3 5-minute candles above this level on 5 minutes, because each candle is 5 minutes. And so then I just count 1, 2, 3. I spent 3 5-minute candles above. And now whenever we come down and retest this, I'm going to hop in long or hop in calls. So again, time frame, just like a personal preference thing, but your levels don't change based on your time frame. The only reason I like to use 5 minutes is because of the simple fact that it makes it easy for me to count 15 minutes by just counting 3 candles, versus me being on like 1 minute and trying to count 15 candles before the retest. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll throw this gem out there as well. If you're confused about what I'm talking about for entries on trading, you want to go and read Volume Profile by Trader Dale. You can get it for free on his website. I'm not going to show that today, but literally just type in Trader Dale Volume Profile, and his website will pop up. You type in your name and email address, and you can immediately download the book for free. I did it myself, and you will be able to download it for free. I personally like physical copies of books, so I downloaded it for free, but I also bought the physical copy so that I can read the physical copy and I can reference the digital copy whenever I need to reference it, which seems to be every day. But if you're reading the book, very interesting book, and on page 25 of the digital copy, support becoming resistance and vice versa, this is what I was just talking about. So you're looking for support to get broken, spend at least 3 5-minute candles below, retest, enter short, or resistance, break above, 3 5-minute candles or more, retest, enter long or enter calls. This is my favorite setup for trades. The one that we took today on ES, if we look here, this was our entry. This is resistance, broken through, whatever. Here we finally broke back below, almost came up to it here, retested it here. That was our puts or short. Okay. And I guess while I'm talking about like people teaching BS on the internet, I'll just go ahead and say once again, yes, Jay, you can trade directly off of ES for SPY. I'll just say once more, I say this a lot, be very careful who you are absorbing information from, who you're learning from. This right now is doing this. Excuse me. And I'm going to use this as the bottom of the flag, but that would be the top. This would be their target. We can check this tomorrow or whatever. You guys are going to have to remind me, but 53.69. I won't forget the 69 part, but I'll probably forget the 53.69 part. But I'm not going to leave this on my chart because it'll be in my way tomorrow. But yeah, they might actually even come above the previous week POC to here. And then go. And they want 69. I do too. So Oh, what I was saying is, um, be very careful who you learn from, who you're listening to. I talked about this yesterday on my live. There's a bunch of people out there that like sell courses, right? And what you should do is stop and ask yourself, like, where did this person learn from? And if they're selling a course to me, like, why would they do that? Because if they're a good, like, if you're a good trader, it's really not worth your time to try to promote, like, selling a course, right? If you can make $10,000 in a day clicking buttons, why would you waste your time, like, trying to sell courses to people, right? Julius, what I teach here is all volume profile. So right in TradingView, they have session volume profile. They have periodic volume profile. They have fixed range volume profile. They have visible range volume profile. We have classes on it in my channel. So you do not need to buy indicators from TraderDale. It's actually a good question because he does promote his indicators and stuff if you go there and put in your name and your email address. But he also will send like trade setups that he's looking at. He sends some good information. Here, I'm trying to find my class on volume profile for you. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll just cover it really quickly, but you can go to my channel. We have a little bit of time, so I'll cover it very quickly. I don't know what the best one is. We'll just do this, I guess. But I'll show you guys everything really quickly. So this is a video I did on volume profile. But so what you want to do is, if you're trading SPY, you want to be on regular trading hours and you want the ADJ turned off. So regular trading hours, ADJ turned off. If you're trading futures, you want to be on extended trading hours with B-adjust turned off. The next important part is you have to have live data. So if you go to account and billing, if you're trading futures, you need the CME group. So this one here. CME, CBOT, COMEX, NYMEX, CME group, right? If you're trading SPY, whatever else, you have to have NYSE bundle. Damn, they're going to charge me another $10 in 2 days. That sucks. I'm joking. If you don't have those, your levels will be off, just an FYI. Once you have that, for your daily levels, you go to a 30-minute chart. You turn on session volume profile, SVP. Basically, just type in SVP here, and it'll come up. Session volume profile. If you put a star next to it, it'll show up in your favorites. When you go into the settings, you're going to change your value area volume to 68, row size 100. This applies to all volume profile settings. So like I'm going to show you other volume profile indicators. The settings will be the same. Under style, check value area high, value area low, POC. Once you do that, you'll just do exactly what I did, which is you turn on your session volume profile and you draw a line at the bottom, and that would be your previous day value area low. You draw a line at the top, that would be your previous day value area high. Draw a line where your red line is, and that would be your previous day POC. From there, you go to a 65-minute chart, and you turn off session volume profile, you turn on PVP. Again, same settings, value area high, value area low, POC, input 68, 100. And under period, you change this to 1 week. On the 1 week, you'll have to zoom out, and you're going to do your previous week value area high, previous week value area low, previous week POC. Once you've done that, you go to a 4-hour chart, and you're going to go back to your PVP indicator settings and change this to 1 month. And then you'll have to zoom out again. And from there, you're going to go to your previous month. So in this case, March. Value area low, value area high, POC. Draw your lines. From there, you go to a 1-day chart. And you go under PVP. And you change this to 12 months. And this will give you your yearly levels. So like here we have our 2024 value area high, 2024 value area low, 2024 POC. And these yearly levels are important. Those are like your big time frame buyers and sellers. And what's it called? When you hit these levels, like when we hit the 2024 value area high, basically we came above it, sold off, retested it, kind of broke through a little bit, and then came back through, retested it again, and then dumped almost all the way down to the 2024 value area low. If you swung puts, even on the first retest of this, you would have made bank. Just absolute bank. So you want to have those big levels on your chart. If you don't have TradingView or don't have a TradingView account, excuse me, in the video description, I have my referral code, my referral link. I would appreciate if you use it. And if you use it, you get a discount, and I get like a small kickback in the way of like, I think a free month of TradingView, but free money is always good. But if you don't want to use it, that's fine as well. I'll just give you my link as well, in case you do want to use it. So this is me. Again, I just get like a tiny kickback. You also get $15 off, I think. And then just so you know, right now, I think just for like a couple more days, TradingView is having an Easter sale. I'm not sure if you need a code or not. It says up to 80% off. Let me see if I can get the flag for you. I mean, get the code for you. Oh, wow. It like took me to... I already have it. This is one hell of a deal. Where is it?
Promo code is Easter Sale 2025, all in caps.
Big all caps. In caps?
Yep.
2025. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm about to buy mine right now.
So this is the Easter sale for TradingView. I would highly recommend getting, just like paying for premium for the entire year if you can afford it. And the reason you pay for premium is without it, you don't get TPO. So, where is it? Some of their indicators you can only use if you have premium, and TPO is one of them, and it's a very, very useful indicator, very helpful. So that's what I would recommend. And then what I do is basically, I don't know if they're going to have an Easter sale every year, but every year on Black Friday they have a sale, and that's when I always buy mine. And so like if you look at my my subscription, I just like to show stuff like this because I don't want people to think that I'm just talk, right? And so you can see mine. I have 289 days left. Next payment says 599.40. I need to cancel this before they renew, because as soon as Black Friday rolls around again, I'll pay for another year. Even though I think this is like way beyond a year. But yeah, I always make sure I cancel it before I get close to my renewal date. And by canceling it, they won't, like, I'll still have access to what I paid for. It just won't automatically renew. And then every Black Friday, I go and buy another 12 months. So, yeah, Big P, 100%. You need the higher hertz. You definitely need a 5090 RTX, because it's better video quality, and your charts will look cleaner and crisper, and also that will help keep up with the refresh rate of that monitor. And then the fiber optic, I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Like, you get quicker fills, right? So you can just literally, clip this part of the video and set it to your significant other to justify your purchase. Okay. Oh, Trading View. Nora, I thought you heard me. Sorry. If you're trading, I mean, Trading View is a must, and you need a subscription and you need live data. It's really good. So, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, so with that said, I got to go take my kid to the gym. As always, everybody, much love, much respect to everybody. Huge thanks to the subscribers of the stream. Extra big thanks to the friends of the stream. Extra big thanks to Triple G for GG for always donating. Really, really appreciate it. And then if you're new, we forget what we say all the time. It's all good. I'm old. It's actually just that I'm always tired. If you're new, I would appreciate a sub. If you find the content valuable, I would appreciate a sub. And basically what we do is 5 days a week, we go over what we're looking for the next day on SPY, and we'll cover option setups if we see them. And then there's always like some education thrown in there as well. And trying to think what else. Oh yeah, and then like once a month or sometimes twice a month, we'll do videos on the weekend covering education, teaching people how to be traders. And lastly, my mentor generally goes live like 2 to 3 times a week and talks about futures and what he's seeing there. Oh, they went and hit our profit target. Look at that. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. We suck at this game, everybody. We absolutely are trash at this game. So that's what we just gave you guys. How many points live? Oh, just 9. 875. Still not bad. That's a $500 bill. All right. Yep. All good. All right, everybody. So with that said, much love, much respect. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.